So still on my relocating journey from Zimbabwe to United Arab Emirates, from Zishawani to Dubai. Yeah, actually, okay, it just made me feel better talking about it, like from Zishawani to Dubai. Yeah, it kind of makes me excited. I missed everything. I missed everyone. I missed my work. I missed my family, my friends. I missed everyone. But it was a good experience. It was just such an opportunity that I'm glad that I took. Another thing that maybe I have to address is, maybe I can say something that gave me hope, something that kept me going, was I looked at the situation like I'm going further. And one day, looking back at my old work, my old life, I can still go back home. Like I went home recently, March. This is home. Anytime I can do stuff here. When I'm ready, I can go home. I've known of people who've relocated and stayed for some years, then they still come back home. I can still go back and be home. So I kept on telling myself, anytime when what I want is enough, I'm gonna go back home. And you know, when you go back home, you'll be knowing where you're going. Like I will be accepted back. The community will love me. Everyone will be like, oh, she's back and all. Okay, let's talk about revenue, money, why we are all here. Yeah, so the difference is, if you decide to relocate, if you come to the UAE, it's easier for you to have $1,000 US, which might be a little bit hard for you to have $1,000 US. I'm just giving an example. To have $1,000 US back home, but here's the difference: if you have $1,000 US here, it's very hard for you to save that money, because the standard of living here is very expensive, and back home it's a little bit better for you. You can get some other things free, you can put on hold some things and try to just manage with what you have. That's how you end up being able to save more from the same amount that I myself getting here cannot save, because here everything I have to pay for, every service I have to pay for, everything that I need. So that's the difference. But to be honest, if you're planning or thinking of relocating, it's a good thing, because over here it is a little bit better, the money is a little bit better, and also it gives you an opportunity, it opens your eyes. Like, you have a different mindset, a different thinking, or a different view of the world per se. If you're having, I'm going to give you an example as well, if you're having a like plans or a mind to say one day I'm going to own my business, once you move to this side, the kind of business you have been dreaming since you were a kid will be like elevated, will be a little bit much more clearer to you. You can see, okay, for me to be a good mechanic, I'll need this machine, and it will be like we are dealing with first world experience, first world levels. Not that not just you being content with having a small business and that's it. You start dreaming big. It was an opportunity for me, an eye-opening like opportunity for me to think and see what I really want, and to see that what I was thinking I can own one garden of vegetables, actually I can do greater than that. I can do much more better than that. So yeah, that's it on me relocating from Zimbabwe to UAE, from radio to being a saloon assistant. Okay, roughly, let me just go through my experience. This is like an introduction to how I relocated and how life was, but I'm gonna go into detail with other videos, like what you need, how to apply for the visas, how to what and not. So let me introduce how I later developed. Coming here, it was again a stepping stone. Being here, it was a step further from the radio, but a stepping stone here as well. So I'm going to give you a background of that story so that I can move on to talk about other jobs that I did and how I managed to score those cards. So after the radio, it was the saloon assistant. After saloon assistant, it was the waitress, the gym assistant thing. Then I actually spent close to 6 to 7 months not working. Like I was in a hustler, an entrepreneur, like doing my own thing. Yes, it happened to me. Then now I'm in customer service, public relations, like that one. Obviously, I won't be mentioning a lot of and giving examples of these companies. Some companies have some policies that are not supposed to discuss about them on social media and everything. But please like, share, and subscribe, and hop in and be ready for my next episode when I'm talking about how to relocate from Zimbabwe, what you need, and my second stage when I first landed my first job. Thank you.